Hi everyone, my name is Emerson-Palachuk, and this is my personal YouTube video for Nursing 564. And I'd like to share with you today my personal nursing philosophy and my thoughts and feelings on healthcare. A little bit about me. I am originally from Mississippi. Yes, I am Korean. Um, I moved to Seattle in 2007 to cook, completely different occupation than nursing. I did that for a while and realized I didn't feel like that was gonna work out for me. It wasn't very fulfilling, not as fulfilling as I had thought. Something was missing, so at that time I decided to move back home to Mississippi, and I went to nursing school in Alabama. I graduated in 2012, and I've been a nurse ever since. I currently live in Washington State again with my husband, and I work on acute med-surg floor about 25 miles north of Seattle. Um, as far as my personal nursing philosophy, I would have to say that the main part of that is to treat every patient as you would your mother, your grandmother, your brother. Insert whoever you want to at the end of the phrase. I think that's important for, it can help to make those difficult patients just a little more, just a little easier to care for. I think it helps make patients more personal, even, more human to you when you can think about it. What if this was your family member? And to give them unbiased care. The second part of my philosophy would be to, always be truthful in your care and to build each other up. It's very disheartening, especially I remember as a new nurse, if you had an older nurse that was very degrading or rude to me. It kind of made me think, well, if it's going to be like this, how am I going to learn anything else new? You know, I can understand why a lot of nurses might get out of it because of that reason. The phrase of nurses eat their young. So I made it a point in my career to always help build up my coworkers, and especially when I precept new nurses, because that's very important when you first get started to feel like you have that support. Um, Regarding ethics in healthcare, as others have stated when I've watched your videos, I think healthcare is a fundamental right. It is not a privilege in which those who have the most money should be able to afford it, and those who don't get anything. I think that's our basic mission in healthcare, is to care for those that are the most vulnerable of us. And I think that's very important that we continue, especially as a country, to implement policies and that help make healthcare access more affordable, whether that be monetary wise or also being able to get to it, location physically wise, physical. Um, the other part about ethics in healthcare, I would say, is you can't get away from ethics in healthcare. They go hand in hand. I think there will always be issues no matter what, because humans are involved and we're very messy beings, and that's just how it is. There's always an issue that will come up. In light of that, I think because us becoming nurse practitioners and um, basically the gatekeepers, as they say, I think it's going to be very important for us to start that conversation and make sure patients are informed about that. I know as a culture we shy away from things that involve death or even speaking about death, but I think that's very important, especially when it comes to end of life. As far as legal issues go, I think you should always protect yourself. I've always carried personal liability insurance. Not because I think I'm going to do something wrong, but I just think it's important to do everything you can to protect yourself. And that means keeping up on education, practicing safe at work, doing what you can to make sure that you are following everything, all the laws, all the codes, everything you need to do to protect yourself. Um, as far as healthcare policy goes, I think that it needs to go back and focus actually on actual healthcare and to not be focused so much on the end of patient satisfaction surveys. I think healthcare, it is about the patient and about their needs and what they want, their autonomy, but at the same time, I think making policies just based around that and reimbursement on that I don't think that's a very good idea. I don't think money should be the driving factor. As primary care providers in an office setting, no wonder people don't have a rapport with their provider if they're constricted to 7 minutes a person or something like that. So those are just a few things that I think about when I want to talk about my philosophy and thoughts and feelings on healthcare. I'm a little bit scared of my new role as a nurse practitioner, but I'm excited that I get to continue to work with patients and care for them, and that I get to affect them in a more expanded role. And I get to be working with many of you probably. So, thanks for watching.